Hey guys, it's Natalia and welcome back to Glossy Confidential Reviews. Today's review I'm going to be discussing the Urban Decay Smoked Palette. Urban Decay released this a couple of years ago. It is part of their permanent line, so you can get it all the time. The Urban Decay Smoked Palette comes in a little pouch like this. It is sort of like a final kind of packaging, and it's got smoked embossed in it. I think is really cute. It has got like a zipper close, which is good because, you know, it doesn't fall open. The Decay Naked One palette is just sort of like a flip top lid, and that can be a little bit flimsy if you're travelling with it. This one is zippered in, so there's no problems travelling with this palette at all. It's small. Travelling, it's easy to sort of take with you. You open it up, you have got 10 eyeshadows on there, a fairly good size mirror, and you get a full size 24/7 glide on eyeliner pencil, and this is in Perversion. In the box also, this is the outer packaging. It has also got a little booklet here, and this booklet has got a whole lot of different looks you can do with the palette, telling you how to use it. There's like a matte one, there's like a purpley greeny kind of colour. It's got a whole variety of looks you can go through. It tells you what kind of brushes to use, and it sort of gives you some definitions of the instructions that they're trying to tell you to do. So that is quite handy to do. I have done a couple of looks with this. I think if anyone is a beginner with eyeshadows and really not sure how to use a palette that is so dark and so smoky, I suppose this would be a good book to use. In here also is a travel size eyeshadow primer potion. This isn't actually the one that comes with it. The one that comes with it is the purple original one, but this is just the travel size one that I had to fit in there to show you, because I've used up the one that came with the actual palette itself. So when you go into the palette, you've got, like I said, the full size 24/7 glide on pencil. This is in Perversion. This is their blackest black that you can get. It is a really good pencil. It's one of their top sellers because it is so black. I find it's so soft and so creamy. It actually smudges really well. It gives you time to smudge and then it will set. I also find that I put it on my waterline. These ones last quite a while on my waterline. They don't last all day. They're not as long lasting as other eye pencils I have, but they do last quite a while and they don't seem to disappear. I've got some of them on my waterline, they will just disappear straight away, but these ones do stay on, and they're just really nice, smooth and creamy. You can blend it out and use it as like an eyeshadow base, and then put the shadows on top of it and just give much of a deeper, vibrant eyeshadow. So I'm really happy that it came with it. All the other Urban Decay palettes sort of come with a dual-ended brush type thing. I'm not the biggest fan of their brushes, so I am glad that I did get the pencil in the smoked palette. So the eyeshadows look like this. You have got two matte shades, Kinky and Freestyle, then you've got Backdoor, which is matte, and you've got Blackout, which is matte. So you've got these sort of four matte shades. All these bottom shades are shimmery, and this one, Mushroom, is shimmery as well. So that is a close-up of the colours. I'm just going to swatch just a couple with you. I'm going to swatch Mushroom, is a gorgeous sort of like taupey. Backdoor is a matte brown. Loaded is like a dual-toned green. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I'll do Evidence, which is a blue shade, and that is also really nice. So they are those four shadows there swatched on my hand. I will do swatches of the entire palette on my blog, and I'll have more detailed photos, so go check that out. I'll link that link below to that blog post. Because I don't know if it's just because I've got darker skin colouring or if it's just me, I do really like dark smoky eyes, which is why I was actually really drawn to this palette. The one downfall I would say with this palette is the range of matte shades. They've got Kinky, which is a matte highlight, which is actually really good because the rest of it is so dark and so shimmery. I don't particularly like using a shimmery highlight when I've got that kind of thing happening on my eyelid. I prefer a matte colour, so I think Kink is a perfect highlight shade for this palette. Backdoor is just a little bit too dark to use as a transition shade, and there isn't really any other colour you can use in this palette as a transition shade. You can't actually use this palette on its own. You will need to have like a neutrals palette, or like the Urban Decay basic palette, or just take a few of your usual neutral blending colours with you when you use this palette. So that is the one down. I do like it when palettes you can use the entire palette and you don't need to use any extra products, because I just find that it's much more worth your money. I do like it though. I can look past that because I think the colours are gorgeous. Saying that, I also have a few dupes for these colours from Inglot as well, so they aren't overly unique. You can get them somewhere else, so if you aren't someone who wants to spend the $50-something on this palette and you think you can get the colours that you want elsewhere, then you may not want this palette. I had to get this palette because I love it. I love the dark colours, I love the smokiness. I think the colours in it are gorgeous. I also find like the blue and the green, it works amazingly well with brown eyes, and the purple does as well, and I have naturally brown eyes. I really like this palette. I think it's totally drawn me in personally. It's completely my style, and I just really, really love it. Saying that, I can understand why people don't like it, because they do sort of need to have the extra colours with you, but as I said, I can look past that. So that is my review for the Urban Decay Smoke Palette. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any comments or questions, please leave it in the comment bar below. And I will see you in my next review. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.